everybody, it's Dan. Welcome back to another episode of Rimworld, Escape from Prison Planet 314. Our escaped convicts are sleeping the night away, but they did meet before they went to bed, and Sukihana demanded that she was going to have to scout out some to make sure she understood the security of the surrounding area, and maybe should start hunting down some meat for potential food. Jem and EG both agreed to that, while they would continue construction on the base and try and get enough wood to finish the perimeter wall and then start work on the kitchen and the fridge and the other things that needed building, like the power. So we're going to go ahead and start the time clock going, and we're going to, get through the night. I'll probably speed up time here in 1 second. I'm just going to look around. Maybe we'll select this agave real quick to harvest. That'll be something we potentially can cook or eat. I want to get this wall done before we start on any other wooden structures. Looks like we're going to need a little bit more wood. This doesn't look like it's too far away. Looks like there's some berry bushes too. So we'll go ahead and mark all that for chopping. That for chopping. Zoom out a little bit. I think we pretty much have deforested large sections here. Mark that for chopping. Okay, that for chopping. Okay. Let's hope that's going to be enough, because, well, let's just get as much as we can. Okay, that's a lot of chopping. Okay, let's go ahead and speed up time. So, with that in mind, Sukihana is going to need something to hunt. Now, we can manually select stuff. We could use the wildlife tab. But we don't even have a butcher's table yet, honestly. So Sukihana may just have to help out a little bit more before we send him off, or her off. I think so. So let's work on that first. So we'll go ahead and speed up. Getting towards morning. So we're going to take a look at EG. Oh, my goodness. It's a tornado. This would rip up our new base. Luckily, hopefully it's far enough away and traveling in such a direction that it shouldn't hit us. Yep, looks okay. Thank goodness, dodged a bullet there. Thanks, Randy. Let's take a quick look at EG. So, still, the girls do not like him. Oh, we need to name our faction and our colony. So let's go ahead and give it a name. Let's call it, the faction. Let's call it Ink. Ink Gaming. Yeah. We'll go ahead and name our settlement Shantytown. Okay. So our faction is known as Ink Gaming, not very convict-like, but since that is the name of the channel and our group, we'll go ahead and use that. Wow, EG is still a very unhappy person, but what we can. The Gem looks like Gem's gonna eat some food. Food is definitely an issue. Oh, that's right there in camp. We might as well chop that down. And these are way too small to worry about for now. Oh, good. EG's getting a little bit better. Not a lot, but a little bit. So looking through our folks, EG's working. We're gonna plant some more trees, which we will need eventually. We're gonna get some more packaged meals. I am actually probably... see here. What do you think? Oh, look at all that wood get put in there. That's nice. Looks like Suki's, we had Suki prioritized to do some hauling. I still think that's a good thing to do. Not only will Suki grab some wood, but we'll get some of this other iron, maybe some of the other packaged meals in. Something that we're going to want to do. We do have some other wood around. Somehow missed that one. Okay, well, we're going to speed up time a little because this is, you know, work to be done. Go. Well, it looks like Yuji's going to actually do some floor smoothing, which isn't the worst thing in the world, because we do definitely pretty this room up, and we do have a limited amount of wood anyway. So, ooh, that is really, really bad. Super, super bad for us because we don't have really anything to cool us. So, we're going to have to slightly reprioritize here. What we're going to go ahead and do is we're going to try and build this cooler room. But, you know, obviously it's going to involve wood, which we don't have. So, let's get going on this. We're going to build that. We're going to build this. I think I'm going to put an extra door in right there. And we will build the wall if we can manage it. Build the wall. Put a door in. We are now going to slow time down just a little bit, but we're going to Suki is going back to help chop wood because that's going to be critical. So, oh my, we have a versatile worker named Felix Mellor calling from nearby, being chased by the tribespeople, begging for safety. Biologically 43 years old. Be warned, if you accept, you're going to have to fight the tribespeople. Incapable of, this is a mod that gives us this extra information here. So incapable of social, intellectual, so can't do research, can't take care of prisoners like a warden, and won't fight fires. But is a hard worker, jealous, it's not the worst trait, wants a nice room. Passionate for melee, animals, growing. We're not even ready to defend our base. So we're going to go ahead and ignore the message, even though that's, you know, not bad. But we're not ready in agreement. So screams, and panic, and bye-bye. So it looks like we're going to go get wood. We're going to also need to get some power going. There's no way around it, so I'm going to unforbid this. Go ahead and unforbid this as well. Don't have any batteries to store up power. Could be a real problem, and we don't really have anywhere to store them, but we could, I think, make a temporary roof, which is what I'll probably do. Okay, EG is very, very unhappy. So let me plan this out here. What if we just sit there and we go ahead and put a little roof right here. That. And then, as a matter of fact, we can go ahead and roof this whole thing. It's all within range of this current wall. And then let's go ahead and do a power thing. Let's get a battery. Not going to be a whole lot to it, but let's get that built. I think we only need one for now. And what we'll do is we'll go ahead and build a power cable down through here. Put it across through here. And we're going to connect these two. And we're then going to also probably here. We can always fix it later. Okay, so a lot of people, a lot of construction that needs to be done. hopefully we can get some power, get into a battery, get the power down, get it into our cooler, and get the room built around the cooler. So a lot of work to be done, and yet the heat wave's going, and we need to finish our wall. So certainly a problem, but we can only work at it. That's the best we can do. So it looks like gem. Got a lot of wood here. So sometimes they only pick up enough wood to do what they need to do, which can be a real problem because, well, you know. So instead we can have them prioritize hauling wood, and this will take it back to the stockpile, which will still be a trip, but they'll pick up more wood. They'll try and pick up quite a bit of wood around, like in the vicinity. So like if I do this, you know, that may be close enough now that it'll pick up that plus that. Not. Try that one more time. That's still not their maximum wood capacity. They should be able to pick like 75 up. So I can actually have, now that Sukihana is that close, I can just have Sukihana come back here and like pick up this wood. And now hopefully when Iji gets ready to choose some wood, he'll go ahead and pick up that close local wood. Gem's very busy. Good, good. Now we have a full wall. It's really, really good. Matter of fact, I'm going to have Iji, hopefully we'll grab 3 of these. As you can see, it's 44 degrees out here. I would not be shocked if Iji broke. But we can. So we have some merchants, a caravan, who have come by. We have pretty much nothing to trade, but they're going to come by. And what they'll do is they'll, you know, come near the base here, and they'll hang out. And if we'll take a look at them. You know, we'll take a look at what they're carrying. But unfortunately, with what little we have, it's unlikely that it will be worth our effort to try and do any kind of trade. Now Yuji is starting to put some power down. Like Sukihana is going to deliver some components. Gem is coming back with some wood. What I'm going to do with Gem is I'm going to queue up picking up these meals. We're going to end up probably eating those. So hopefully Gem will go out and grab those. It is getting late. Everybody's going to bed, so I probably should just go ahead and cancel that work and let Gem do whatever Gem's going to do. Just probably going to be put these power cable in. Grab a meal and go to bed. So I'm going to go ahead and speed up time. We will see, there's the caravan. So I don't recall who our social people are, but we'll have one of them talk. So 5, 6, so we'll probably have Gem talk in the morning, just to see what they have. Nothing too important. Mercifully, it gets a little bit cooler at night, but that's still pretty hot. So we gotta hope our people get moving on this work, because otherwise we're in dire straits. So it looks like Suki's building the power lines. Fortunately failed there, but probably take care of all of this. we have 49 wood, which is not even enough wood to finish all this off. So what I'll probably end up doing is, Suki's going to do that anyway, but we got some wood down here, 10, another 10, another 15, some wood along there. So we should have enough, probably, but where is Jim? You are right in front of me. I appreciate the work you're doing. Why don't you, after you get done with that, why don't you just go trade with this person just to see what they have for kicks. So, we could sell the Labrador Retriever. If we had the money, we could buy some cougars. We do have some silver. Oh, look at this. It's a slaver, so we could buy actually two different people here. If we took a look at them, we can see their character, we can see their skills. Not ideal at all. Let's take a look at this. Messenger. Again, interesting, but no. Oh, some nice skills though, and some nice passions, lots of passions. And then the scout, which again, some nice double passions. Not the highest skills, but again, we don't have enough food, although that would be another set of hands. We could buy some drugs, we could sell some medication. That's about it. So we're really not going to deal with it. It's not like we could afford the people anyway. No food. Otherwise, I might consider buying some. But yeah, that's not going to happen. So it looks like our battery is done. And if we check our roof, the roof got done, which is great. And Jim, I'm going to actually send you to go gather wood. Because we're going to need it to build. So we're building up these two things. Ooh, that's unfortunate. Why people are failing so much. Their construction skills are just bad, or the hotness. The heat stroke. The heat stroke is affecting probably manipulation and stuff like that. But not a whole lot we can do until we can actually manage to get that air conditioning going. So that is our primary goal. It does include making this enclosed. And then at least they will have a place, while their bedrooms won't be that way. We could use this temporarily as a barracks. We could move the beds there. They could come in here to try and cool themselves. It's certainly worth it to make the attempt. I have him go get some more wood. Okay, so now we've got these two things going. It is raining, but I'm not sure that raining helps actually at all the temperature. So it is what it is, and we're down to actually very few meals. So this is making us speed up. Oh, we never did go get those meals, so why don't we have you get that, and hopefully you'll get both wood stacks. Okay, it looks like that's actually running. I go ahead and set this to be, well, we're not enclosed yet, but Suki's gonna go get some wood too. Why don't we go get this wood, Suki? Okay, hopefully this is enough to finish this off. So currently it uses a low power usage or a high power usage depending on the temperature you're aiming for and whether or not it thinks it can achieve it, as an example. So we're going to actually lower it below 20. It's not going to be able to actually maintain 21 anyway, not with how hot it is. But we'll go ahead and try and aim for, at least for now, down around here, 15 maybe. And we really need to get this done so that we can go start hunting for food. So much travel because there's just so little wood. Oh, look at that. Now he's going to build a roof. So this is actually going to work out great. And you know what? Let's do a couple other things here. Let's go ahead and get some lights around. It's not, you know, my favorite placement, but it will connect. So we're going to put a light here so that way they can eat in light. And we're going to put a light in here. For now. Okay. We can always move lights, which is nice, so it's not a waste of resources. So we're also going to go ahead and pump this sucker down. We're going to make it into a real fridge. We want to get it below freezing, or right around that level. As you can see now, if we mouse over the room, what you'll see is it shows that A, it's indoors in the bottom right corner, and it shows the temperature. So it's down to a nice balmy 23 in there versus outside it's 48. So at least now they can go in there if they need to kind of recover, if you will. But we definitely need to continue, and we'll get some juice saved up in here for overnight or if the windmill stops. But we need to continue building so that we can actually butcher and things like that. So I'm going to go ahead and do that next. I'm going to continue this, do this, do this. We're going to go ahead and build a door here and a door here. That's where we're going to put the butcher station. So hopefully that will be useful and we can get that done. We really need the heat wave to break, man. That would be very, very generous of you if you could manage to make that happen for us. Just going to get more of the wood we've already cut up. We don't actually have too much more wood, and I think I need to absolutely send someone out to wire the... I'm going to need you to go out and acquire these. We're going to need that little bit of food. Okay, so haha, they decided it was too hot, so they're leaving. We're going to go ahead and get, this should give us, you know, like one more day worth of meals if we get these two. We're going to send folks out and get those meals. Hopefully in the meanwhile, sorry, I'm just scrolling around, seeing what else is out there, if there's any other priorities. Doesn't really seem like there is. Okay. So we're just moseying along here. Pretty stressful for everybody involved, including me. Got our lights now, though. That's kind of pretty. So you're just going to continue to haul some wood. I thought we sent Sukihana. Jim went off to get those. Suki, I'm good with you getting that wood kind of near, but then I need you to queue up getting these meals. What do you guys think? Should I, I'm wondering whether I should move them into the fridge for the night, you know, move their beds. Might be worth it. It could kind of help us get us out of the heat stroke. It's warm in there too. I think we're going to do it. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to reinstall these beds. How are we out of power already? Wow. Just the, oh my goodness, I created completely the wrong thing, guys. Wow. So we need to turn these off. These are sun lamps. Wow. Oh, how horrible is that? Okay, sorry. I don't know what you're doing, but I need you to go turn these off. As a matter of fact, you know, I'm just gonna have you reinstall these. We're not, what? They'll burn in the rain. We'll just turn them off. Okay. And secondly, what we need to do is I need all these beds to get moved. Do it quick, do it fast. Okay, that's great. And then EG, I appreciate that you're doing that. Good, you're moving the bed. Good, you're flicking that switch, which is sucking our power. And I appreciate that, but I need you to prioritize this. EG, there's no way you are idle. Prioritize doing that. Then once we have the beds moved, this will be our new barracks, such as life, at least until the heat wave ends, which is not good for us, but we still have plenty of metal. So we will go ahead and start working on not the sun lamps, but the standing lamps. Thank you. And we can go ahead and put one down here for now. That was completely my mistake. The sun lamps are actually used for farming, indoor farming, and they take a massive amount of power. Jem's getting a little bit of joy playing horseshoes in the rain. A little silly there, but that's how it's going. It looks like we're grabbing some of our last bits of wood before we go to bed, trying to finish that door off. We're then going to need a little bit more wood, and I just don't know that we have enough so that we can do a stove. Let's just choose orders, chop wood. Oop, oop. Just trying to select any if there's any out there. Okay. A little bit further than I'd like to go, but sometimes you don't get much of a choice, do you? Ooh, well there's some. Okay. So, what we're going to probably set up tonight is we're going to set up the walls here around where the kitchen or the stove is going to be. We'll work it from there. Everybody's going to bed. You want to get that done, but that's okay. I think we can go ahead and do this. So, we're going to go ahead and set up a wall here, wall here, wall here. Door. Wall, wall. Wall. Door. Okay, so that's where we're going to put our stove. We already have power going near it, so that won't be a problem. We will probably need another light there, but we haven't even built these other lights, and so we're going to speed up time so that we get through the night. At least the heat wave's over. Yeehaw! Celebration time. That's good. We can move the beds back. We can actually use this as a cooler. So that's pretty fabulous. Okay. So Suganda's going to go eat one of our very few meals left. We're going to go ahead and set up a task to reinstall this bed over here. And then what we're going to also do is, I think we'll probably leave the packaged meals up here for now, since as long as they're roofed, they don't decay. But the other stuff, we're going to want to set this up as a stockpile zone, and that's where the other food's going to go. The food soon to be had in our future. So, which we're going to need to set up a hunting target. Rhino seems not a wise choice. Any other thoughts? We could go for an elephant. That'd probably provide a lot of meat. I don't know how dangerous that would be. Ah, alpaca, but that'd be nice to tame them for wool. How about, do we got any birds? Birds that aren't too far away? Big elephant pack. I don't want to have to go too far. How about you? Ostrich is now marked for hunting. And, well, obviously I would love to have lots of meat. You know, we just need enough to get by. But I do want to mark at least one more thing. So I think there was something down here I saw. Wow, so many elephants. I'm thinking about going for the elephant, the single. Let's do it. Give it a go. So, Suki's hunting the ostrich, and EG is grabbing some wood, and Jem is chopping down some wood. So, at this point, I need to definitely reinstall all these beds, or attempt to. Go ahead and mark them all for movement. So right there. In addition, well, I'll leave them for now. So with that done, I'm going to go ahead and create a stockpile while he's out hunting. You can hear the gun shooting. Let's see, stockpile. I'm going to create a stockpile all through here. And what we're going to do is we're going to do a couple things here. We're going to, one, not allow rotten. We're going to actually clear all real quick. We're going to set it up for pretty much all foods. You know, well, we don't have any of this stuff right now, but we can always deselect it later. We want meals in here. We want raw food in here. You name it, we want it in here. In addition, because we're going to hunt corpses down, we don't want human, we want animals and mechanoids if we get to them. So those will go in here as long as they're not rotted. So we will bring them back here. In addition, other items that we're going to need that butcher station that we talked about. Butcher table. We can install that right there. But we still need lots of wood to build these things. Looks like EG is still our problem child. Does not like the barracks. That should be fixed soon. Slept in the cold. Well, there you go. But things should be better, I hope, for EG soon. Let's go check how Suki's doing. Suki got the ostrich. Good job, Suki. Okay. Jem, as soon as you finish that, I want you to pick up this wood and bring it home. How's that sound? Jem. Okay. Let's see, that's going to be 19, 10. Not Jem. Let's go ahead and prioritize. Take the wood you got home. Good. Oh, you know, just a little bit too far, I'm guessing. Okay, so unfortunately, this did not get put where I want, and that's because this stockpile allows for that. So we're going to take that off. We're also going to take off raw food, chocolate. We'll leave all of that there. And we can go ahead, you know, we'll just take the meals off, but then we'll allow the package there. There you go. EG apparently likes to sit in the dark, try and relaxing socially. You know, I do appreciate that thought. And your joy is going up even though you're sitting in the dark. But sounds like a problem to me personally. Jem, can you go ahead and put that in the right place? Appreciate it. Thanks. Okay. Sounds like Suki's out on the elephant. Oh yeah. The elephant is, ooh, definitely has some good wounds. Doing well there. Oh, we're gonna have an elephant, hopefully. That's good. That'll be good meat. That should keep us, if we can get the stove and stuff done, keep us done. Okay, it looks like we're gonna go get some of these cactuses. EG's constructing. EG, my good friend, why don't you actually gather some wood instead? I cannot believe you are not done with that elephant, Suki. Now you're gonna hit another elephant at this rate. This elephant's bleeding all over the place. Okay, well, we'll just leave Suki to Suki's business. Gem is coming back. EG hopefully is doing something here. Yeah, okay. So again, big issues with getting this stuff down is really what it comes down to. As you can see now, if we mouse over the fridge, it's keeping it nice and cold. Unfortunately, the beds have not been moved because everybody's going off so far away to try and get wood. Is there anything we can do? Awful, awful. Can you do me a favor? Can you like move this stuff? Take care of that business. Let other people deal with the wood. You know, I'm going to zoom out a little bit. Probably doing a little bit too much scrolling for you guys. Gem's bringing that in. Then he's going to take care of the standing lamp. Looks like we finally got the elephant, which is great. Just not getting as much done today as I wanted. Again, I appreciate that, EG, but I need you to put these beds in order so that way people can get a decent night's sleep. We will probably be calling it here as we get up towards night. Hopefully these beds all get done. Not sure where Jim's going with that, but the butcher station. This. Get the last bed out of here. Good job. Good, we'll have our 3 beds in the private rooms again. That'll get us out of that barrack penalty. The rooms are not ideal. EG's our real big problem, so I'm going to go ahead and specifically set this one to EG, so EG gets the nicer room. And then, wow, ooh, so low on meals. Craziness. Is there any wood that is grouped together that we could potentially get versus these single file deals? It does not look like that is the case. We're going to need at least, what, 5, 10, 15, probably about 30 wood. And that doesn't include any wood needed for like actually building a table. So, looks like EG's out, Suki's out, Gem is out. Let's go get that wood. Okay, everybody's coming in. They'll put this wood. This might be enough to finish this, but it won't be enough to build the next thing. I'm going to go ahead and lay the next thing we're going to need, which is going to be the electrical stove. Well, it won't need any wood at all. That's a bonus. Okay, so we're going to build it right here. And we also are going to make sure that we are good. They're naturally going to roof these things. That's all great. And we're going to be spending a lot of time in here. So what we're going to actually do is this light here, since it doesn't have anything delivered, I'm going to build a copy, put it right here, and we are going to go ahead and cancel this one. That's pretty good. It's not perfect, but looks like Suki is getting on the light. Probably will get on the electrical stove. Just a little bit more wood. Nope, Suki's going to sleep. Vadiji, grabbing some wood. Gem, grabbing some wood. That's 18 wood. That's not quite enough to finish these walls, but it is very, very close. So we should, when we next resume, have enough actual wood, either here or collecting, to finish our stove, finish the walls around the kitchen, finish our butcher station. Ooh, need a lot of wood for that. That'll be a problem. Because then what we need to do is we need to very, very rapidly butcher. As a matter of fact, you know what? Before we go, I'll go ahead and mark those for harvest. Those berries may save our lives. Looks like we got some more down here too. So let's mark those for gathering, because you can eat berries raw, and that may save our life. Just like that one. May save our life. Be good enough for a meal. Okay, so everybody's asleep. So thanks for watching, and we'll join our escaped convicts next time.